Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to Friday night's Messages of Love from Above. And I hope you guys had a great Friday. So we will get started here in just a moment. Let me get my desktop all set up here. And if you're new to my channel or new to these readings, welcome. We got a great group of people, huge hearts, wonderful senses of humor. It's a great combination. So welcome, welcome. And thank you for all my returning followers. I'm so glad to have you here. And we will get into our readings. All right, I think we're all set up there. Looking good. And before we get into the actual readings, if you're enjoying these free readings, definitely give the video a thumbs up. It does help spread the Zen love, and you're part of the love tsunami. It really helps me out, so I appreciate all of you for doing that, those of you that would like to. Before we get into the readings, I like to send love out to the world, unconditional love energy. So if you'd like to join me, you're more than welcome to do that, and I invite you to do that, because when one of us sends love out, it transforms or counteracts a million individuals having lower vibrational fear emotions. It's how powerful that love is. So whether you're watching live or on replay, you can join us because it's all outside of space and time, that beautiful love. And so I'm going to bring in my beautiful singing bowl. And as I strike that, just allow that love energy from above to come down into our own hearts, fill us up, and then everyone else gets the overflow, right? So I'm going to take a big deep breath and come back to right here, right now. And then let's begin. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me in doing that. I'm going to put the bowl back here. It's still going to continue to sing for a little bit back there. It's a very strong bowl. It will go and go and go. So I love that. All right. And then also, before we start the readings, I'd like to make sure everyone knows of the free content that I put out. And I did for 2024, put out an energy forecast. It's by each individual zodiac sign. So here's the playlist. And it will talk about love, money, career, and also there's this. We split out the year into 3 equal sections of 4 months each. There's a blessing for each, and also extra messages for each of those periods too. And then let me move this over here so it's not so far away. There we go. We also had winter summer solstice readings, and that covers from December 21st to March 21st. And there's actually a second portion of that too, where there's a theme for each individual zodiac sign and a little chart that talks about each of the planets and how they impact different areas of our life. So if you know your birth chart, you can actually go in and jump and find that, what kind of energy that has for this 3-month period as well. And of course, when we moved into the solstice in December, we did have the Capricorn season started. So Capricorns, happy birthday to you. Got a couple more days left before we move into Aquarius season. But there is a 3-month forecast in there for all Capricorn sun babies. So if you know a Capricorn, make sure to send them that. And then for Aquarius, we came out this week with the Aquarius season coming up. So there's a pick a card for everyone. And then again, if you know an Aquarius, or happy birthday to you, Aquarius sun babies, there's a link for that video. And there is a 3-month forecast in there for you as well. Um, so in addition to these changing the, of the season of the sun, we also every other week talk about the new moon and full moon. Here was the new moon from last week that talked about Capricorn new moon with a pick a card. And in these, I always talk about how to make the most of your new moon wishes so you can still get in on that energy. We have a full moon coming out next week for the full moon in Leo on the 25th. So you'll be able to do that. My Praying Mantis members already have a week advanced access. So they already got that this week. If you're interested in becoming one of my Praying Mantis members, and yeah, I think those are it. Oh, and then the other part of the month out of all those, I also have a meditation with a pick a card regarding that. And this one was really cool. It was the first one of this year. We went to see the Glastonbury Tour, which is a tower in England. And we go below through a gate into the fairies land in there. So be sure to check that one out. It was quite an amazing meditation. And there's a choice of 4 different pick a cards, and so be sure to check that one out. All right. Almost done, almost done. So we've got the I do personal readings, past life readings, and I introduced birthday readings, which are half off until the end of this month because I just introduced them toward the end of December. So if you're interested, there's a video that talks about what come with those. I also offer hedges of peace and love and a wish upon a star astro reading. All that information is in the description box below if you'd like to see other things that I offer. All right, so we will get into the readings, how they work if you're new to this channel. I do go down in order, first come, first serve for the free readings. And if anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange. I step out of the free readings. Normally for readings, I pull 1 card, 2 cards for those, but I dive deeper and go into those for those donations. And then once I'm done, I return back to the free readings and move down there. I am going to be using this beautiful new deck, which is the Sanctus Concordia tarot deck. And Christopher Lee, who's the um, creator of these, is offering 10% off of these cards. If you're interested, here is the link for those and with the coupon code. So if you're interested, you can get a 10% off on those. So that was very generous of him. Beautiful, beautiful deck, which you guys will see here in just a moment. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so I have a couple donations. Mia, you are up first. So thank you so much for your dual donation there. Let's give the first one some love here. And hello again. Hello again, Zen. You're making rhymes. So number 1, you're traveling to go to M company open day. Will it be worth it? Will you get your next job from there? Will it be very expensive? Not sure what to do. All right, let's take a look here and see. Is this for your highest experience to go travel to go to this company, M company? All right. Let's see what kind of experience it brings. What does Spirit want you to know about this adventure there? All right. So you got the 6 of Pentacles coming in here first. See if I can get it to focus here. But it's a beautiful, beautiful give and receive type of energy coming in here if it will focus. There it goes. But it feels like there's this give and take that comes with this company here. Let's see what these other cards are bringing in here. Well, the 6 of Pentacles is this balanced approach, and you got the King of Cups, which is the balancing between heart and mind coming in here too. So, you've got this 2 cards of balance of giving and receiving, this heart and mind kind of duality coming in, and then you got 3 sets of 2 cards. Let's see what these are here. All right, and here's the split between heart and mind here too, with the Page of Swords and the 10 of Cups. So I feel like there's this evaluation going on between your heart and your head. Your heart is saying one thing, your head is saying another. And let's see what these other ones on here too. Yeah, and you've got this beautiful fire energy here, Queen of Wands and Two of Wands coming in here too. And I feel like it could go either way. I feel like, there's not like it's kind of like they're going, meh. On one hand, it'll give you this, on the other hand, it'll give you that. I feel like it balances out to where it doesn't feel like this job is gonna give you a big thing or her, it just kind of breaks even with all this energy that's coming in here. Let's see what's coming on here into the bottom of the deck too. Yeah, I mean, you've got the moon card coming in here, which is this energy here of um, the unseen and the unknown. This kind of um, I don't know. There's just it feels like there's a lot more to the job, or there's a lot more that you have to give to it than you realize. It seems like it almost seems too good to be true. I mean, you've got 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles energy, which is like abundance, abundance, abundance. And you're like, really? And then they're like, yeah, but what you have to give up um, kind of negates it all, it feels like. So it I don't know, it just doesn't feel exciting for me here. It just feels very, you know, like I said, it breaks even. And so it doesn't bring you, if it brings you joy, there's stuff that sucks the joy away, that makes it difficult to enjoy the enjoyment, and it just ends up being copacetic there. So I don't know. I don't feel a positive outcome. I just feel like it's like a heart monitor that's dead. It's just like beep. It's like meh. So I don't know, Mia Mia. I don't feel very excited about that one for you. So that's what they have for you on that one. And let me give you love for your second donation here. And you'd like to know, well, you'd love to know, what will you bring to F's life with this new beginning? All right, let's take a look here and see what impact you will have on F's life. All right. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Wow. And I like that on the bottom there's the King of Cups again showing up their self here, which is this. I wish they would focus here. Maybe if I do it this way. Maybe there you go. Well, for a sec, but that's the balancing between the head and the heart. And so I like that. There's this, when it comes to relationship, that balance is good. With all of these other things too, you've got the Knight of Pentacles, which is kind of slow movement that's coming in here, and I like this, that it's the slowest moving knight out of them all, and it kind of brings in this balance and this quest for, moving into this search for looking at your worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way. I like it. So there's this calmness, this peace, this steadiness that comes in with that energy, as well as the magician coming in here, which is a spark, which is this hopefulness that I like coming in. It's like realizing that there's nothing that you can't do together kind of energy. I just feel like there's this support that you give in a way that you have such a strong belief in your abilities that it's catchy and you believe in them because you see their potential, you see what they're capable of, and you can specifically name, like, remember when you did that and da 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 da. So you can do that, and look, you did that and that, and you're not just like you're great. You actually have like this specifics that you're able to give them, and it makes them just empowered. I really like that. You also, a 10 of swords coming in here, which is you allow them to step beyond their restrictions. The 10 of swords, all of these are thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and have tos and musts and all that type of stuff that can trap us and to exhaust us. And I really feel you help them open their mind as well and see things from different perspectives. So I really feel like it's wonderful, wonderful growth and balance, like I said, between heart and mind that comes in here. And then, of course, we save the best for last, which is the Lover's card. And we like that. Beautiful, beautiful card there. So you definitely have this wonderful energy of, feeling this important partnership, important togetherness that comes in here. And the other card on the bottom of the deck right after the other ones, well, you have the transition too. So you definitely have, you help them with their transformation. You help them, move from, well, I guess the hangman would be upside down. Here, let's do it right. So the transformation, maybe you help them turn upside down things right up, but this Ace of Pentacles is you do show them a new way of looking at their worth in relationship to the outside world too. So I like those for you. I feel like very, very positive. I just feel like you're such a cheerleader. And it's sincerity. It's not just blowing smoke up their butt or anything like that. It's this beautiful, beautiful energy of true support, true sincere support in so many different ways. So I really like that. I know. Ooh, lovers. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be an interview, but I just don't feel like the job is like it's just there's too much um I don't know, it's like, "Well, look all this," but there's like, "Oh, but there's all this." It just doesn't feel like a cost benefit analysis. It's like, it's like breaking even. Meh, you know? You want something that ends up being so much more. At least that's what I feel. So that's what they have for you, my dear. So many blessings to you. Absolutely, my pleasure. All right, and then HTTTPS. Thank you for your dual donations. I appreciate those. And let's see here. And let me just see. So up here. Oh, and shout out to Johanna. Hey, Johanna, one of my YouTube channel subscribers. Thank you so much for your donations. It helps fund the free reading. So thank you. Shout out to you. Sorry I missed you there in the beginning. All right. So let's give your first donation some love here, HTTPS. And I think your first question, if I see it correctly, is any messages from your angels? All right. Let's take a look here and see what your angels have to say. And actually, I feel like they want to give you one of these chakra reading cards. So let's take a look here. Being drawn to them. All right. What do they want you to know right now? Oh, look at this. You got universal light coming in here. Beautiful, beautiful card. Let's see if we can. Sorry for the glare there. They're very glossy. So, universal light, card 34. So, if 3, 4, or 7 have special meaning for you. And this is your soul star chakra. So, this card's been brought to your attention today to remind you that you are always connected to and an extension of the powerful universal light of the cosmos. And this light is what fuels your soul and gives birth to the stars. It is the all wise, all knowing, all loving energy of the universe. This light is divine, unconditional love at its purest. And sometimes you can feel disconnected and shut off from this light. However, in truth, you are an extension of and made up of this energy and can never be separate. This light loves, guides, and supports you at all times. You're being encouraged to focus on this divine connection to the cosmos and do what is required to deepen and awaken fully to this universal light. You may like to introduce meditation to your daily routine, attend a spiritual awakening event or workshop, work with some powerful breathing exercises, or even take up yoga to deepen your connection. Whatever you choose, make sure to action this connection to the universal light of the cosmos. As you awaken to this unconditional love, you will feel an abundance of wisdom, support, strength, and light within you and your world. It will assist you to make clear decisions as you step towards your personal power. Your heart will expand with love as your soul heals, bringing you peace of mind and well being in your world. This universal light of the universe loves you no matter what you have or haven't done in your life. It does not judge, and it is unconditional. It understands you at the deepest level. This light is you, your pure essence. Open your heart to receive the love of the universal light available to you at all times. You are an amazing, powerful being, and now it is time to believe in your light. The affirmation for the card is I am a divine channel of universal light. Wow, I love that for you. It's like your angels are saying, dude, you won't believe how powerful you are, and you are made of this unconditional love, and to connect, you can connect with it at all times. You are deserving of it, you can connect with it, you can open up to it, and it's like your angels are all part of it too. Your guardian angel, angels, spirit guides, ancestors, loved ones on the other side, they're all part of this, and they're inviting you to connect with them more deeply and understand that there's nothing that you have to do to earn it. You have 100% access to it. It's just purposely changing your energy to connect. When we're on our earthly focus down here, we get drawn into the lower vibrational emotions that are rooted in fears. But we can also consciously turn down our fear noise, raise our love vibration to that of gratitude and unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace and success. All that beautiful energy allows us to connect. And that's the vibration and frequency at which spirit exists. So you can ask them and talk with them at that level. And so I feel like they're inviting you. We got a lot of stuff to share with you, and they'll guide you along the way. You have, like, you're wondering, what should I do? You can ask them of their own free will. They won't meddle in your life besides the honey-do list, as we say, that they gave us, that we gave them before we came down here. They're always working on that. But we can also ask them of our own free will, ask them, to share that to give us information to guide us, but we have to ask them. They honor and respect our free will a lot. So I like that for you, HTT. TPS, how many there are there. So I like it. I like it for you. And that's the message that your angels have for you right now. Um, I don't see another question here yet. So if you have an additional question, HTTPS, pop it down below and we can answer that one as well. So I appreciate your dual donation. So who were you in your past life? I like it. Let me give that, some love up here. There we go. And then Queen Bee, you'll be up next, and then MBB, you'll be up after that. All right. So let's take a look here. What's one of the, past lives? I mean, so many, so many, so many. Which one do they want you to know about in this lifetime here? All right. And if anyone is ever interested, and I also offer past life readings where we go into pulling, half hour reading and dive into figuring out what the different, what lifetimes they want you to know about. And if you want couples, like if there was someone like, I know we were, what spirit will bring in even couples as well. It's really cool. Let's take a look here. So, what do we have here? All right. All right. Yeah, I like the combination here. I mean, you've got the Ace of Pentacles here, which, and with the Three of Pentacles. The combination of these two together, part of what you had in this past lifetime, you were someone who was very unique, a rebel who went against a lot of the standard things that were there. I like it. You were this fiery knight, so you were a warrior of sorts in this one here, and I feel like this is not so much like you were a knight with the the armor and all this. I feel more Mongolia. I feel like there was this energy that you were very successful in your um, like leading into battle and doing this kind of energy, but you did it. You were very different about it, and let me show you why here, because you've got this strength card like Leo energy, and the Five of Cups, which is transforming emotion. And what was interesting is that I feel like oh, yeah, and I feel like, yeah, you did have this Mongolian. It's like this warrior, but you also were, I mean, you were kinda like known as a lion. You held yourself very much, but because of the strength that you exude, you weren't like a barbarian, where you would just destroy everything. You would try to transform emotion first. You would try to avoid a battle, which is almost opposite of what they would normally wanna do. And I like that because there is this, you formed like partnerships and even had tribes come together to where leaders met together and you guys got kind of formed like a union, but not back then. It wasn't called a union, but it's a union together where you had this tribe and this tribe and this tribe and this tribe, and together you became a force. All four of you have an equal partnership in deciding what you were going to do, where you're going to go, and that type of thing. But I feel like they voted and kind of had you, they looked to you as the leader among it, because even though it wasn't like the in thing to talk to other people, they realized that you had like this ability to, um, you knew people, and I feel like you had a great empathic gift. uh so like you were an empathic warrior, which is funny, which is great though, because you were able to sense people's, like, okay, these are not going to give in, we just need to battle. And there was others like, you know what, they fear, we can get it what we want. Others were like, you know what, they are brave, I honor and respect them, let's form a union and partnership with them. And so you did end up having this very powerful um, energy coming in here. And I feel like that some of this is what you bring into this lifetime. I feel like you do have a sense of people's emotions, and you brought that in, that gift, and you access that gift that comes in here, this natural gift. But I also feel like you have a bit of the rebel, which you like to be true to your authentic self, and you like to not be told what to do. Very Aquarian rebel energy, I feel like. I know. I'm Aquarius, so I understand that, that energy of, "Don't tell me what to do. I'm gonna be unique, I'm gonna be myself," not really caring about what a lot of people think. That energy, this warrior, and standing up, and this is very Aquarian too, standing up for those that um, can't help themselves too, which is what you did there. Which, they're like, let's go destroy them. And they're like, they're already destroyed. They've had everything taken them from them. And you would have compassion. And then these people would be loyal to you forever. And that it was very, very cool here. Yeah, absolutely. Especially, when we're going through upgrades and different things in our life. Like we've got Pluto in Aquarius coming tomorrow, which is a shakeup of a lot of things in our life. And lately, um, over the last decade, we've made huge movements in our spiritual energy as a collective. But like over this last year, I've really noticed that so many people, we've had this expansiveness where normally we're like maybe 10% or maybe 20% conscious, 80% subconscious. Now it's like 2179. We've been given extra access to our subconscious realm where the Akashic records of past lives exist. And I've noticed a lot of my readings start having past life connections are coming up all over the place. and we're getting access and we're becoming aware of like, wow, there's something more here to my friendship than I had before, or meeting people that were like, whoa, who are you? You have these draws to one another. It's like the threads of our past lives are kind of um, shaking like a spider web. We're like feeling these connections that we haven't felt before, and then they can show themselves because our dream time is connected a lot to our subconscious. So we'll have these dreams come up, we'll have these memories come up that our higher self and our spiritual team wants to show us. So, absolutely, I love that. So that's what they have for you for that past life reading. The little mini past life reading. But I love that for you. So there you go. And thank you again for your donation, HTPPS. And thank you for that question too about dreams in our past life. I'm sure that helps a lot of us. All right. So we'll continue moving down the list here. We've got Queen Bee. Let's give that some love since it lets me. And you wanted a general reading. So let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know right now, Queen Bee? What do they want you to know? They want that one, and that one, and this one. All right. Thought there was one more. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. All right. Okay. Well, two more. So let's see what we've got going on here. All right. All right. Yeah, I definitely see here. You got a lot of clarity that's coming in here. You start off with the star card here. And this star card is, it is wishing upon a star. Let's see if we can get it to focus this time. Come on, come on. So we've got the star card, and it is wishing upon a star. And what is the dream come true? I feel like this is part of what is happening. And I feel like you had a dream that you felt was your dream come true. But the Seven of Pentacles shows like this slowness that has been coming in here. And oh, there it goes. Come on. And it feels like it's been taking too long. That's the feeling that is like kind of flowing up within you. And it's because it's been slowed down because there is this new way of looking at things. There's this new way of uh, it's like your dream is being dissected to see things from a different perspective with it, because you've got the Page of Swords here, and this Page of Swords is about seeing things from a different perspective, a higher perspective. I'm not sure why they're having trouble focusing today, but it is this giant Ace of Swords is bringing you this clarity. You also had an additional card pop out with the Hierophant, which is about your higher self, which draws you to this higher place, draws you to what is my capital T truth of what do I want, not what I've been told I'm supposed to want, but what do I want? Because you have the Four of Wands that comes in. I'm not the Four of Wands. I don't know why I said that. Well, I said it because you have the Seven of Wands too. Let's just bring them in together. Because you got the Four of Pentacles, which is about these feelings of home and safety and capital H home. And I feel like the dream that you have has not really been that. I feel like it's been more of the mind. And the Seven of Wands is this energy of not needing to defend what you're wanting, not defending what your dream is, but it's like the sun, doesn't ask permission to shine. She just does. And she doesn't dim her light for anyone. And anyone that, has this that can't stand it. Like, I can't stand the heat. Well, you can put on a giant sun hat and some sunscreen, get in the shade, or get in the house with the air conditioner. But I am not dimming my light. And I feel like some of what you've been taught in your life is you can't be this, you can't be that. No, no, no. You got to shrink yourself because other people were jealous of who you were, of your skills, of your beauty, of whatever it is that you just I felt like you were just repressed so much that that you gave up on what your true dream of your heart is. And I feel like this is what this star card is, literally, you know, to be seen and to shine bright in the darkness that, you know, um, the world needs you to be able to see, to stand up and be this, to be this light. So I love this for you. So that is what is coming in here for you. I feel like you're getting some clarity and kind of like this rejuvenation or I don't know, like kind of a restart and and I like that for you. It just feels like there's this permission to step forward in your life and to shine bright and not to worry about protecting yourself anymore from that. So I like it. All right. So many blessings to you. Sorry, I hear a raccoon. We have raccoons in a chimney that's blocked off. I can hear him in the other room. Oh, like, go to sleep. It's cold outside. That's why they're in there acting up. It's one of these days I'm gonna wake up and there's gonna be a raccoon in my bed. All right. So thank you so much again, Queen Bee, for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. And so MBB, you are up next. Let's give you some love there. And you have two readings. So the first one is do things come your way over the okay, things coming your way the next 2 months. All right, let's take a look here. So what are the things coming your way in the next 2 months? All right. All right, so let's take a look at these. All right. Well, it looks very positive coming in here. Because you've got the Seven of Pentacles, which is a patience card. Last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. And you have this wonderful Ten of Cups card, which shows emotional fulfillment and filling and overflowingness. So we like that. I feel like there's things that they're working their self out. It takes a little bit of time here, but we definitely have this, you know, new opportunities that are opening up during this time here. You got the Page of Pentacles, which is new opportunities opening the outside world. And the thing that happens with this is during these next couple of months, you really do have this transformation. You've got the Five of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Five of Swords is like an inner conflict that you're having, like between your head and your heart, that kind of might be have spilled out into the outside world. But the Ten of Swords is great because I know though it looks like, oh my gosh, look at that Ten of Swords, but the Ten of Swords is the ending and beginning. It's like I'm tired of, pleasing everyone else, trying to do all these things, exhausting myself, trying to please everyone. And it's like, no, all of those swords are the supposed tos, the shoulds, the need tos, the have tos, the must. And that does exhaust us because there's so many that we're inundated with throughout our lives. So I feel like you're altering some thinking and beliefs, and that frees you up. I like it here. I mean, you've got this two major arcana that tell me that, overall, victory with a chariot, and the 10, which is the wheel of fortune, is the tune of for you, the fortune, which does show us that everything unfolds for us. But this even says that even your human is on board. Sometimes our human can be like, how is that for me? But there's this, when the Wheel of Fortune comes out, it's even our human going, hey, I'm on board. I believe that is for me. So very positive, very strong cards coming in here. Victory and movement during these 2 months. Mindset really helps with it. So if you have any beliefs and triggers that are popping up in your life, definitely look at those and go, why do I believe that? If it has any fear related to it, it's an old opinion that's been given to us. That's one of those small t truths of those swords. And it's like, why do I think that way? Where did that come from? Oh, I remember now. So and so said that when I was 5 or 7 or 10 or whatever. And it's like, okay, that's why I created that. I didn't like how that made me feel. So I have this belief that I can't, you know, it's like if you ever were told that you're stupid and you can't, you you're no good at math. Don't even try. And so you believed it and you gave up, but you really can be good at math. It's like, I know that's a weird example, but that's the kind of belief that we have. Like my mom, she for the longest time was afraid to sing because when she was in grade school, one of the teachers, and this was back when they had like one huge, um, you know, all the students together and had them all sing, and the choir teacher said, if you're going to sound like a dying cat, go out in the hall. And it just broke her heart, and she never wanted to sing ever again. And then later in life, she realized as she began to sing in church and stuff that she was afraid for nothing, and that her voice blended with everyone else's, and it's amazing what we learn when we're younger. But I feel like there's this moving past some things that helps you move forward. So hopefully that makes sense. And then number 2, you asked general love. Absolutely, and love and light to you too. Let's take a look here. So what do they want you to know about love? What about love, 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 love? Got this one, and then what's on the bottom? All right, yeah. So you do have here the energy on the bottom of the deck. You do have the Page of Swords. So here we are with these past beliefs again. With the page, she will dive deep and connect to the capital T truths of the higher realm with that huge sword. And it allows us to look back at old beliefs and mindsets and transform them into higher knowledge, etc. Yeah, and it does show that you have this. It's like there's this period here, like these other three cards on the bottom of the deck. I mean, you've got the Sun card, which shines bright light on every area of your life, but also allows you to dive deep into into your subconscious. You got the 5 of Cups, which is transformation of your emotions from things that felt low to higher vibration. And the moon, you got the sun and the moon, the ruler of the day, the ruler of the night, all shining things and shining light upon your love life. So I like this type of energy because it does bring in clarity. Well, it's even all about, you got the 4 of Wands, which is about marriage. So all these beliefs about how you're supposed to meet, what is a relationship supposed to be like, what is a wedding supposed to be like, who am I supposed to be, who are they supposed to be, how does it unfold, blah 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 blah. A lot of rules, right? All that flowing below the surface. Oh, I love it. So let's take a look here and see what we've got here. Yeah. So you got the 8 of Pentacles, which does show that you have been working on these beliefs and putting in the blood, the sweat, the tears. It does represent movement coming here in the outside world around 2 of Cups. So here is love showing itself, important partnership that's flowing here. And I do feel like it's coming your way. There's just the obstacles that are standing in the way, which is what you're working on, have been working on, you're continuing to work on thoughts and beliefs around these other things, also helps you release things because these beliefs apply to a lot of things in our life. When our esteem takes a hit, or even if it's around math, our worthiness factor feels low. And so sometimes we don't feel worthy of certain things. But we've got this 7 of Cups and this 9 of Wands, which represents emotional confusion and like a energetic wall that's keeping us from moving forward. But I feel like this work that you've been looking at around what weddings should be, what love should be, is definitely making its way here. Where depending on how much you look into that, is how fast it will come to you. Um, and this worth thing that's coming in, we I have here, I'll throw the video in here, and if I've talked about this before, my apologies, but the 6 of Pentacles, which comes couple, of course, before the 8 of Pentacles, is the balancing out, the realization of who were these individuals that when I was younger, like 7 years old and younger, uh, mattered so much to me. Usually, parents are a prime suspect, could be grandparents, whoever the important people in our life were that we wanted to give so much to, but receive so little from. Those are who create a lot of our worthiness rate of exchange, right? And so there is this video. I had a take 10 with Sen, take 10 with Zen, take 10 with Zen, maybe even last year. And here is it's here's the playlist. Episodes on 4 and 5 do talk about our energy, like the 9 of Wands, our energetic kind of block, but the episode 5 talks about the 6 of Pentacles. Gives some good tools on what we can do to bring things in faster, bring in relationships faster, but also how we can balance our giving and receiving that is below the surface. It's an autopilot, this out of balance giving and receiving, where we felt we had to give 1,000 love coins to get one back. Well, that impacts our relationships now, right? And so there is this energy that makes itself known in love, in work, in money, and everything else, where we feel like things are being kept away. This will help with all of that as well. So hopefully that helps, MBB. Let me just scroll down here. Oh, very good. Oh, thank you. Well, I appreciate that. You have been putting in the work. Yeah. The nerve of some people. Oh, what good things are coming your way over the next 2 minutes? Oh, okay. How rude. You're so funny. So, I like that. You're funny, MBB. And thank you again so much for your donation. I'm excited for you. There's a lot, um, so much opportunity and possibility coming up. And our planets, all the inner planets are direct for a couple months, and even the outer planets are direct for a few months. So we've got a lot of progress available here, starting like, especially like right now, January 20th, with Pluto going into Aquarius, there's this big upheaval of change, positive change, movement forward. So we're about to see a lot of amazing things end and transform into something that we wouldn't think it was possible. And the more we work on things, the more things unfold too. So I like it. So that's what they have for you. And thank you again for your donation. All right. So let's scroll down here. So Brenda, hey, Brenda Tejada, thank you for your donation. You're up next. Then Mia. And then I do see Alphonse, your donation through PayPal, and then Majestic and HTTPS. So we still have a few more donations to go. So thank you guys for your patience as we work our way down here. All right, Brenda. So thank you for your cake sticker there. Now I want cake. Uh, so my night's going good. I hope your night is going well. Oh, you want to know how is your night going to go? Sorry, I misread that. Will Arnold and you go out, or what's he planning on doing? He's asking if I'll do something. All right, let's take a look here. So, what does Spirit want you to know about the night here? If you go, if you choose to go, if you accept the mission, how will it go here? All right. All right. All right. All right. So we do have here, you got the King of Cups coming in, which is a balancing between the heart and the mind. So we that's good energy coming in. So I feel like it's a beautiful balance of conversation and mental stimulation and emotion that comes in here too. Might be a little bit of passion that's making itself known too. We've got the Aries energy of the Emperor, and we've got the Leo energy of the Strength card coming in here. So there is a little bit of fire, a little bit of um, like wanting to lead the evening and, to kind of take charge and go, we're going to go to this, we're going to do that, and da 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 da. And I like that. I feel like it's important for them to take the lead and to move forward here. Um, Kind of be open-minded with this Page of Swords, because the Page of Swords is about seeing things from a different perspective and going, okay, I'll keep an open mind. I'll try that. You even have the Two of Swords, which is a lot like the King of Cups, and closing your eyes and opening your heart, allowing yourself to go along and do things that you might not have thought, well, I don't know if I really want to go do something like that. But you're like, you know what? I'm going to have an open mind. I'm going to allow my heart to enjoy itself, get out of my head of the supposed to, the should, the need to, let go of expectations, allow things to be free. You have the Queen of Pentacles, which can represent, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. So taking care of you, sensuality there, new birth, harvest. So it could be a very fun evening, being able to do, some exciting things. But the biggest thing is to get out of your head. Let them move forward. Don't try to get caught up into what this dream would be. Just go, you know what? I'm gonna have zero expectations. Then I'll appreciate everything that happens. If you have a lot of expectations and they perform down here, you're gonna feel disappointment. They're gonna feel that. If you go in going, you know what? I have zero expectations of that how it needs to be, and I'm going to try to purpose in enjoying each moment. Then you will feel this, beautiful balance, but also feeling like there's this harvest, if that makes sense. So it feels like it could be a fun night, but letting go of control and expectations will be important part of all that. So hopefully that makes sense there, Brenda, and that's what they have for you. So many blessings. And then Mia, thank you for your additional donation. Give that some love since it lets me do those. And for last, you're so funny. And will F tell someone about your letter? And if so, what will he say about me? All right, let's take a look here and see, based on current energies, is he planning on letting someone know? All right. And what is he planning? What does he say? I feel here they're still kind of weighing it out. In fact, even the Two of Wands kind of like, it's like they're going back and forth on telling someone, whoa, because you've got it's like on one hand, but this is the Two of Wands going back and forth on the energy. And you've got the Temperance card, which is patience and going back and forth. And the Six of Pentacles, which is weighing things back and forth in the physical world. So I kind of feel like they're like, do I want to tell someone about this letter? But if he does, because they want to tell us, the Two of Cups, which is an important partnership, an important relationship to them. It's basically the Lover's card in the form of the Two of Cups. So it's like, do I want to say anything? You know, it's funny. They have a couple of things going on inside of them, but they're like, do I want to curse it? You know how, like, when you tell someone about it, it it's like, oh, that's usually the curse, right? Because then the things end. But if I just keep it between me and myself, then everything unfolds and it's all right. And they're also, I just feel like they're hesitant in sharing it, if this is early on. But I just feel like they're just like, "Ugh, I just don't want to deal with people right now, with telling them and then blah 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 and hearing all their opinion and their advice." I feel like that's a big portion of why he's not telling people, because everybody has their own advice for them around relationships and stuff, and if they present it, then they're just gonna get more, more, feedback, from all these people, and it's like, "Man, that's okay. I I don't, um, don't need to know, uh, that all that." So hopefully that makes sense, Mia Mia. But that's what's coming in for you. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Alphonse, you are up next. Let me just make sure there's no question on the PayPal. And you are very welcome, dear. So let's see here. Alphonse says you made a donation. Okay, there you go. Will Lisa and you become a long-term romantic couple in 2024? All right, so we'll take a look here at the current energies and see what Spirit has here for you. So will you become a long-term romantic couple? And anything you need to know about it. Let's take a look here. All right. Just getting some more details here. All right. So the energy on the bottom of the deck is not too bad, not too bad. You got the Fool card and the Ace of Swords. So the Fool card is about starting a brand new adventure free of a lot of expectations. And this Ace of Swords too allows you to be free of, the supposed to be, the should be, the need to be, the have to be, the must be. And those are the really work well with the first two cards that came out too. Because you've got the Three of Swords of expectations and disappointment to the Four of Swords, which is peace of mind. Usually, the Four of Swords, someone will be sleeping on the Ace of Swords, and these three swords are on the wall, kind of representing, look what I've defeated. I've moved beyond these fears, and so now I can rest easy. My mind rests, calmer, which is what really helps with the with relationships, because the more that we hold on to, um, you know, these expectations, we focus on who someone's not being instead of celebrating who someone is, right? Expectations, what they give us, and we're like, look at where you're falling short. But if we have expectations as low as possible, we're like, look who you are, and we celebrate someone instead. And that's what I feel this type of energy comes in here. That's what it takes first, is releasing some expectations. I do see, there is these strong possibilities. There's just, some things that um kind of some twists and turns that come in here. I love that you get the synchronicity of two threes coming out together with the Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is about being true to your authentic self, and I feel like things take a different route than you had anticipated. It still heads off in the direction, I feel here, for possibilities of dreams come true, because you have here in the middle the Star card, which is the dreams come true card. So I feel like this is in the middle between these two cards, the two threes, and then you have two more cards I'll talk about here in a sec. But this dream come true is right here in the middle. So I feel like with you being true to you and not trying to be who you think that you think that they think you should be, how we get caught up in all those expectations, all these expectations, that this freedom of the Fool card really comes into play, where it's like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to be afraid. I'm not going to walk on eggshells. I'm not going to try to pretend to be this or that. I'm just going to be me, going to be the authentic me. And I feel like they appreciate that more. But it takes you off on this kind of direction because of these expectations that aren't there. That's where this Full card comes in with this Three of Wands, where you guys kind of head off in this different direction, right? So there's this freedom. It's like we're walking into unknown lands. Woohoo! Instead of paved roads and okay, this is how you have to get there. It's like we're going to wander instead of, have this uh, 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 life being sucked out of us kind of energy. And this is what I like here because you've got the 8 of Pentacles, which shows putting in the work, the blood, the sweat, the tears, and the 8 of Cups is leaving behind emotions and people who no longer serve. And I feel like that there's a lot of this going on in both of your lives in one way or another. But this 8 of Cups, they're walking away, and where they're walking to is to the 9 of Cups. And the 9 of Cups is the other wish fulfillment card. So that's why I feel like there's a yes in here with the, you know, possibility, and this has to do with it being in 2024, that this stuff needs to happen this year for you guys to come together. And it's about you doing that, releasing yourself from these expectations, releasing from the people pleasing that we all are given growing up, supposed to, should, need to, have to, must. This release of a lot of this that allows you to be true to your authentic self, let go of these emotions, these thoughts that no longer serve you, and it allows this. I love this adventure type of feel that moves forward. I'm not sure, is Lisa like a fire sign? I just feel like they have um this feeling of wonder and no, um cage feeling kind of comes in here where, they want to be free, they want to move forward and that type of things. So I like that here. Um so I do like that. Um yeah. And some of it, it's not like you're intentionally, but sometimes these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, it's like, well, I need to be this, or like my finances need to be improved. Well, maybe they don't care about that. It's like these lists of things that have to happen. They're like throwing those out the door and being yourself, and you don't have to wait. You can just be like, there's a lot of free things that we can go do, and that might mean even more to them, kind of energy that comes in there. So I like it. Alrighty. So that's what they have for you, Alphonse. So definitely very strong possibilities that will come in with that as well. But those are the things for 2024 that just need to be looked at. Releasing expectations, emotions that don't serve, really being true to this, your heart, your true authentic self, getting out of your head and into your heart is a big thing. So that's what they have for you. So many blessings. Thank you again for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. So very good there. Very good there. Yes, Majestic. I do see your donation. You were up next. They had beat you to it by about 9 minutes. So they were up next. So Majestic, you are up. And then HTTTPS, you are up after that. So Majestic, thank you for your donation. Let me give that some love there. And so you wanted a reading on a dream about an actuarian activation. Ooh, where you started speaking the light language. Wow. The woman teaching you later started some X-rated stuff and it ended weird. Maybe my mind's way of not freaking out. Wow. Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome, Alphonse. Oh, all right. So let's figure out here. I mean, to make sure, is that all the what you were asking there? Okay, very good. So you kind of want to know what all this was about, just the dream and what they wanted to bring. Oh, Virgo and Gemini. Okay, maybe she just has a lot of fire in her chart, Alphonse. But I just feel like they are wanting this freedom, which is kind of anti-Virgo. All right. So let's take a look here. I actually feel here. Interesting enough, I have these star seed oracle right here, and I feel like I'm being drawn to that. So let's take a look here. what do we need to know about this activation in this dream that was coming up here? Oh my gosh. See if I can get it to focus here. See if I can get it to focus in on the words down here. Let's see if it'll focus. There it goes. Activation. You can't make that up. That's what it says right there. Activation. I know it's not focusing very well. Star bathing. Oh, did you guys go skinny dipping into the star bathing? Whoa. This is not that kind of channel. No, I'm just kidding. So, light body, crystal grid, transmission, and activation. The stars are constantly showering emanations onto the crystalline grid of the Earth. And when things are in balance, the planet also sends information back up to the stars. Many star seeds have come to Earth at this time to help shift the planet vibrationally and to activate the ancient codes of wisdom that humanity has forgotten. All that information is stored in the crystalline grid. And if this card's coming in for you, you may be being called to begin working with the stars and the crystalline grid of the earth. Some people believe that the crystalline grid of the earth anchors divine cosmic frequencies onto the planet. And you may be guided to journey to particular places on earth to unlock these cosmic codes with your presence. And that doesn't have to be physically, it can be also be spiritually, right? You may also be interested in a practice called star bathing. You can download a star bathing meditation at www.starseedoracle.me. M-E. This card commonly arises because you're here to connect with the crystalline grid of the earth, either in your hometown or by traveling to other places without quite knowing why. Can also mean that your light body, the energy body in its highest form, is being activated. If this resonates, take things extra slow in order to integrate this change of vibration. The starseed activation says, focus on the portal of your heart and whisper the following: I open myself up to receiving the wisdom of the crystalline grid beneath me. May the stars and the earth inform and heal me. And as they do, may it heal the earth too. Wow. I think that's it. So I love that this is confirmation that this was an activation of sorts coming in here. And the balancing of the vibrations, right? Yeah, right. So that's perfect. And what happens here when things go X-rated, when we talk about X-rated, of course, they went sexual, right? They went root chakra, where the Kundalini energy actually, resides in all this red that we're having here. So you have this, energy of the root chakra that is making itself known and arising. And it's funny that my I just finished the reason why I have that and all this red is because the meditation that comes out on January 31st is actually the root chakra of the earth, Mount Shasta, which has to do with Lemurian and a lot of this energy of the earth. So just it's beautiful timing that all this is coming in here for you. And so I feel like with the reason why, it's coming up in this dream is like, yes, you're activating these things. You're activating this energy of the your like you said, your light being and your the star seed connection that you have going on. And and then this root chakra, it's the balancing of the energies. It's like the root chakra is not quite the lowest, but in our human body it's the lowest chakra. And you're bringing in the light chakra, and this is what it's coming together. So it's being activated, and that's why it started bringing in that type of energy. Yeah. Wow, isn't that amazing? So definitely here comes some significant changes coming in for you. But, when it went into the root chakra, we're taught in our humans to be ashamed of sex and sexuality, and even me saying that word, I'm like, "Ooh, don't wanna get banned," but, I won't. By just saying that. But there's this energy of um it's one of the reasons why our humanity comes here is to feel that type of interaction and those the energy of the root chakra. It's the very basis, a big piece of the passion that we have there that moves up into the solar plexus chakra as well. So I feel like it was this activation and that they were showing you. Yeah, you even have the Queen of Cups at the bottom here. Part of the impact that we have with, connecting to our deep, deep below the subconscious is that we also have all of this other emotion that's part of our human experience, and it's one of the things that everyone loves to experience coming to the planet because we don't have that on the other side. We're in this euphoric, higher unconditional love, but to experience that connectedness in a physical realm where we feel separateness is a unique experience. And so I feel like that's part of embracing all aspects of all vibration, that there's not a wrong vibration, that there's lower vibration, which we come here to experience on purpose, and higher vibration that goes all the way up to reconnecting with the creator. There's a wide variety of vibrational energy. So I feel like that's a big piece of that coming in here for you, experiencing this on the earth, and that's why they came in together, because there's this activation of all this stuff. But I feel like the human mind was like, "Whoa, whoa." I don't know if this doesn't seem right, but it's like there's no wrong, or right in spirit. Everything just is, and it's celebrated. So hopefully that helps, Majestic. Um, but I feel like that's the change here. Yeah, and you even got the world card, ending of old cycles, beginning of new adventures. That's coming in here. Beautiful card. And the Ace of Swords, which is seeing things from connecting to higher knowledge and higher wisdom, and bringing it down here, into the to this world as well. So I like those. How exciting. I love it. Does it sound like Klingon? I'm just kidding. I'm gonna geek out. I don't speak Klingon though. All right, very good. Very good. Well, thank you so much for your donation. I'm glad that helped. All right, and I think all right. So HTTTTPS, you are up next. So let me give that some love there. All right. And so you wanted some more information here. Oh, so who was your girlfriend, Marika, in her past lives? All right, let's take a look here, and we will see. Um, just what's one lifetime they want her to know about, or you to know about if she's not listening. But what to? Whoa! All right, cards are flying out here. So here is the main one, and let's see what came in here. All right. All righty. So, we've got this, oh my gosh, all these, wow. So we've have all this. She had divine feminine energy in that lifetime as well. We've got the high priestess. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. Wait, I'm sorry, that's the Empress. Did we have the Queen of Pentacles? No, Queen of Cups. And we have the Page of Pentacles. So the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess, they were very in tune and very a very empathic person in this lifetime that they had here. And the Empress, and all this divine feminine energy, especially with this Page of Pentacles, was, um, I feel like they were in those days where, this is the time of where you had to be sold off, not sold off, but it was almost like you were sold off because for the sake of the family, the females would be sent away to be married to a family, and then they would get they would get the money, right? I feel like because of marriage, they got sent overseas. Here, the Six of Swords is like movement over water. So they were left home, and the Four of Wands is the marriage card. That's why I feel like there was this movement away from their family, and they felt kind of abandoned by their family. There could be some of that energy that's coming into this lifetime with them too. We got the Five of Wands, which is they were kind of glad to get away from their family in a way too, though, because when they got away, they realized, Five of Wands is transformation of energy from fear to that of love. And I feel like when they got where they were going, they realized that um, they were cherished by the person, that even though, their family was sending her away to get treasure or, kind of thing. Um, to support their family. She was the oldest daughter, so she had to go, and according to their rules. And when she went, she felt cherished, she felt loved because the person that they were looking for a wife and they wanted someone to love and have a family and stuff with. So it actually opened up opportunities for him here, with this Ace of Pentacles. And I feel like that was you in this lifetime with them, that you were the prince or the king or I don't feel like it was that high up. I feel like it was more of a lord of a country, of a region or whatever. It was a place more like a duke kind of energy, but it created new opportunities and new growth and allowed them to see things in a different way. It's almost like they felt like, because they became a duchess, or they people respected them. People did what they asked. People, really. It's like she realized, wow, life took a different turn, and we've got the Three of Wands, which is how they chose to take a different direction in their life here. I almost felt like they were at a point of you see the movies where they're like, "No, I'm gonna kill myself rather than be sold off to be someone's wife." But then they met you and they were like, "Hey, this ain't so bad." And so they changed their whole perspective and energy of what was going on there. So, feelings of abandonment, in their life, that I feel like they had to grow up fast in that lifetime and in this lifetime, that allowed them to see things in a different way. And I feel like meeting you is like a reward in this lifetime too. Um, you know, um, with them, that eventually they'll see it. But I feel like they have to get through some of that first, if that makes sense. So that is what I feel is coming through for you, HTTPS. So hopefully, um, that resonates with them. But I definitely feel like it's bouncing around underneath. All right. So many blessings to you. And thank you again for your donation. All right. Hey, Twin V, my little sister. What's going on? Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. All right. Let's take a look here. So, you want to know, will the person you meet tomorrow for business reasons, whom you've never met, be someone more than business partners? You've got this feeling that you experienced a past life. Uh-oh. Let's take a look here and see, what does Spirit have here? What's up? Join the moments. Going with the flow. Let's see what we got here. So what do they want you to know about this business meeting tomorrow? Okay. Okay, and what are these? All right. So you have the Hermit card coming in here. And so it feels like, no, I don't feel like it's going to go beyond business partners here. The Hermit is, this a stepping away kind of energy, right? But I do feel like you're right that there is a past life connection because there's this um divine counterpart type of connection. Because you got the magician, who's very magical, of course, and the Queen of Cups, who is a lot like the High Priestess. She's very in tune with her empathic abilities and stuff. So, the High Priestess and the magician are divine counterparts. And so I feel like there is this energy that comes in here, but I just feel like this is gonna try to say this in a non, um, judgmental way about the other person, because with the energies and your guides are sassy anyway, but it's like you're the magician, you have this strong, divine masculine energy within you of power, and your power. I feel like the Queen of Cups, I feel like they're a bit more on the emotional side, and a queen compared to the magician, Queen of Cups is minor arcana, the magician's major arcana, and I feel like it's like, well, I feel like, that there's some great, counterpartiveness there, but it's not like it's like you're a marathon runner and they can walk a marathon, and you're like, "Well, I could just walk it with you, but maybe I can just get you a bike and you can bike along with me as I run." It's that kind of energy that's coming in there. Um, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, yeah, because that's where the disappointment comes in. Because it's like the King of Cups here is this great balance between heart and mind, and but the disappointment comes in, I feel, around the Page of Wands, which is they aren't quite as sparky and impassioned as you are, which makes sense. You would want them to be able to keep up, and I don't feel like they would. A skateboard. Right? You're so funny. But you got the Judgment card here, which is this, calling from your higher self, and here's the Four of Cups calling you to this higher love. I feel like they would just be one of these other cups down below that, they usually are a bit bored with. They're just like, "Oh, it's the same old love. I want someone that's at another level." And that's what I feel this energy is here is, yeah, I'm ready for someone at a different level than than they were. So I feel like there is this draw together. Um, but again, it's like, all right, you're a little more than I would normally, draw in, but I feel like it's just opportunity. It's not romance that comes in with that. Um, yeah, because even on the bottom of the deck, yeah, even on the bottom of the deck, you've got the Nine of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles, which is new opportunities opening up. But the Nine of Pentacles is about independence, and there's that nine energy of the hermit of this is being alone in the outside world with spirit. And but here is that confirmation for you too with the Six of Cups of that past life connection that's existing there. So you would feel that, there. But you're like, yeah, but it's not meant for this lifetime. You might have, as far as romance, could be a great friend or playmate, but not like romantic, you know, um, partnership, relationship type of energy. It's like more of an adventure, someone to go on adventures with, but not, you know, they just don't have the capacity to keep up with where you're going. It's like, yeah, it might be a caterpillar with sneakers or tennis shoes, but you're a butterfly. They would have to like walk so fast to keep up with you barely fluttering your wings. Like, are you there? Where are you at? Oh my gosh, how far are you back there? That kind of thing. When's the traveling explorer of science medicine going to walk into your life? When? Right? Sooner than later. Oh, yeah, I know. But you got a 7 of pentacles anyway, because 'cause they're being silly right back. The last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. That's funny. I like it. So that's what they got for you, Twin V. So thank you again for your donation. Good to see you live. And thanks again for your donation. I really appreciate that. All right. So I think that is all for the donations right now. So let us scroll up. You're welcome, little sister. All right. So we will scroll up and we will begin the free readings at 7:21. At my time anyway. So Johanna Jurison, you are up first for the first free reading. And you're wondering why you keep seeing his name everywhere lately. Ooh, subliminal messages. Let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know here. All right. It's funny. So you've got the Nine of Cups, which is wishful thinking, like dreaming, and the Queen of Wands, which is about energy as well. I feel like you're drawing their name towards you because I feel like they're on your heart, and so it's popping out in your mind, and if they weren't on your heart, you wouldn't even realize the name popping up everywhere. I just feel like it's your energy that's drawing it in, and because there's just on your heart, and you're like, why do I keep seeing their name? So they're on your heart, and if it's not romance, if it's like, wonder what's going on with them. Whenever I wake up or I keep seeing people's names and stuff, if they're on, they're being put on your heart, you can send them love energy, send it out to them, and if you don't know a way of doing that, if you check out my Take 10 with Zen playlist on my main page, it's at the very top. Um, I think it's the, I forget, it's probably around episode 9 or 10. Talks about heartache, not heartbreak. That's different. Heartache is when our heart wants to help someone, feels like they can't, or someone's on our heart, then we can send love energy to them that releases that from our heart. So I feel like they're being put on your heart for a reason. And so if you want to send them some love, just feel like they need a little bit of extra oomph and support, and Spirit will reach out to people with hearts that are open to send love to people too. So I feel like that's an important thing for you to do right now for him. Don't feel like there's any action needed from there. I feel like it's just, this is like the kind of like this subconscious dream come true kind of like, but there's also this spirit putting on your heart and an opportunity to use your energy to help them out too, if that makes sense. So that's what's coming in for you, Johanna. So many blessings to you. And we'll continue moving down the free list. And Dijona Sturgis, you wanted a general. Let's see, what does Spirit want you to know right now? All right, cards are flying out here. All right. So you got the Hierophant here, and the Hierophant is this invitation of your higher self to look at things more clearly, to gain like capital T truths of who you really want to be, what you really want to do, where you want to head. The Six of Wands is a victory card and a flow of energy. And I just feel like there's this nudge from Spirit with the combination of these two that, you know, trust that when you go after your dream, what when you're truly seeking your authentic path of who you want to be, what you want to do, where you want to end up, that it's like you're guaranteed success, you're guaranteed victory, because you won't give up, because your energy will constantly put forward, put forward the energy towards this dream that you love. But there's this clarity coming in about, take time to really connect higher, to your higher self, your higher heart, to see what this is, because it's coming into this opportunity for you to really have these possibilities and opportunities to take important steps that take you very far, very fast, in that. So it's a great time now to gain clarity about what is it that I want to focus my energy on? What do I want to grow in my life? Because there's a wonderful opportunity for you to move forward with that. So that's what they have right now for you, Daijona. I like it. The stars must be in alignment with those your manifestation energies. All right. And I do have an additional donation. Thank you so much, HTTTPS. Give that some love here. And did you have children with Jill in a past life or any connection at all? So let's take a look here at Jill and see here. Did you have any connection or children in a past life? All right. Let's take a look here, see what we got here. All right. Okay. Yes, you definitely had a connection here. Let me see here. So, well, here's the connection. I mean, you definitely had something there, because you have both the Two of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Let's see if I can get it to zoom in on this one. There it goes. See the Ten of Pentacles, the togetherness, the family. It's uh, Ten of Pentacles is one of my relationship cards from Spirit that tells me that. So you definitely did there. And let's talk about here. You did have Ace of Cups. So you definitely, again, the love, the magic, and the Three of Wands here. The Three of Wands is telling me here you kind of went off on a journey with all of this. Like, if you were a merchant, a sailor. It's this kind of energy from a lifetime of, it's, those times where that was the only way to travel was by sailboat. And I feel like you were kind of a merchant. And I feel like you, you know, you fell in love, you got married, you had this relationship. I feel like she did have children here. Um, because although I don't know why you'd have peace of mind with children, but you definitely have the Four of Swords here and the Queen of Cups, very mothering energy, um, with the Queen here. And I just feel like this emotion has a lot of birth. And on the bottom of the deck, too, you had Five of Cups. So I feel like you had five children with her during that lifetime because of this energy of the Queen of Cups with the Five of Cups there. So I definitely feel like there was this, birthing, and that they were this, energy here. So definitely, um, very, very clearly, you guys did have that relationship there. And I feel like it was like a dream come true in that lifetime too. Yeah, because you've got the Four of Wands, the Nine of Cups is dreams come true, and the Four of Wands is joy, celebration. And we had, this there. Well, I don't feel like all of them did. I do feel like I had a feeling like there was, some children that died, but I feel like maybe just one. I don't feel like there was a lot, but I do feel like they um, did lose a child there. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, you have the Page of Cups, so I could see that as being like a sister here, because it is the daughter energy. that comes in here. And the page is deliverer, page of cups, so she could be very empathic in this lifetime too, right? Yeah, yeah, definitely. Sorry, I'll give that some love here. So we'll dive a little deeper in that too, because um, yeah, definitely with this card being underneath here, um, with that death card, I really feel like it was because here's this the pages are like the princesses or the daughters. And with the cups here, I feel like someone very empathic. And seven of wands, is she a fire sign? Because it feels like someone who she's like the sun, who is, doesn't dim her light for anyone, doesn't ask any permission. She's like unapologetically herself. I kind of feel like with this energy that is coming in here, the fourth month of the year. Do you know when? Yeah, so April 10th. April 10th would be yeah, would be Aries. Yeah. So March 21st to April 21st is Aries energy, so she's definitely a fire sign. Yeah, and that makes total sense with this that yeah, especially fiery Aries coming in here. And we got the Wands energy too. So kind of I mean she's got a really very powerful adult not adult energy. Um powerful divine masculine energy with them too. So the very strong willed, right? But very able to really move her energy forward too. So I definitely see that here. Yeah, and even the Page of Pentacles coming in here, which is another daughter energy. So, but she's very grounded too. I like this. Uh, very focused, very much herself. Very it's like but also emotional, which is a great just a very balanced, energy that comes in strong, just strong. A lot of strength that comes in here, with all of these cards for her. So I do like that. So that is what they have for you. I love that about your sister. So definitely one of your daughters. But she's like, I'm out of here. I did my purpose. Bye." In that lifetime. She was like, I gave you the experience you wanted, but I'll see you later. I got other things to do in other galaxies." I love it. Yeah, I love it. So thank you again for your additional donation. I really appreciate that. All right, got a few more donations here. So we've got Anita Abdul. Hello, hello. Let's give you some love there. And you'd like to know the current feelings and emotions of Wagner. Let's take a look here. Right. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate. Peace out to you too. Thank you. All right. So let's take a look here. So, what are the current feelings and emotions of Wagner? Of course, when we're talking about other people's feelings and emotions, of course, that is all about them, what's going on inside of them. And they could, have gas and think low of us and or get a good night's sleep and think we're wonderful, right? It depends on the day. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well as well. So let's take a look here and see. So, they do have here with the 7 of cups a lot of different emotion, a lot of emotional confusion, right? Their emotions are all over the place. Um, let's take a look here. Oh, okay. Well, all right. All right. Yeah, they got a lot of stuff going on here. Also on the bottom of the deck, we've got the 6 of cups, which we got a lot of this past life connection type of energy that comes in here. They definitely feel like yours is an important relationship. We've got this beautiful lovers card here. See if it'll focus in on here for us. There it goes. Beautiful, beautiful energy. So definitely that there. They got 6 of wands energy. which is this equal passion coming in, and they it's brighter energy of joy and celebration and even victory. So I feel like with these two sixes, the Lovers card and the Six of Wands together, there is this, and the Six of Cups, you got all these sixes coming in, that there is this, you know, part of all this myriad of emotions that's going on is there's a lot of that there, which I like there. Um, there is, of course, and um, and Anita, I'm not sure, when we retract messages on donations, and I think it actually reverses the donation too. I've had a few of those happen, but so if just in the future, try not to retract your donation. You can put like message below and then put it and retract the message in the actual chat. But I've had it where when people retract their message on the donation itself, the donation doesn't reach me. So just for the future, you don't have to worry about it this one, but yeah, no problem. It's not supposed to happen that way, but YouTube glitch. But we do have the Queen of Wands here too, which so there's this energy of passion. And they see you as someone very fiery, very motivated, very almost otherworldly too at times. They're like, how do you know that? Because you have this connection with spirit, you have this connection with you know, probably knowing things and sensing emotions. And I feel like they pick up on that too, which kind of can confuse them a little bit. And on the Three of Wands, I feel like you're like they've been wanting to like check this different a different path with you than they had originally intended, which is interesting. It's doesn't mean that it's good or bad. It just feels like they want to approach things in a different way. And I feel like they're just still trying to figure out with the Seven of Cups. They're just trying to figure out their emotions and getting things settled. Because I feel like they have all this emotion that's happening and passion and this underlying past life, energies and emotions that are popping in. But there's also, I feel like they have some other stuff going on in their life, not like romantically, but just some stuff that's spawning all this emotion where they kind of feel like they're in this whirlwind of emotion. And so just give them some time to figure everything out is kind of what I feel with all this, because eventually things are going to sort themselves out and then they're going to be able to really see things with more clarity. And I say that because on the bottom of the card, I mean, the bottom of the deck, we've got the Hanged Man coming in here, which is, transformation and changes and things unfolding, through that as well. So I like that coming in there for you. Just they're going through a bit of a transformation, and it's all right. You'd much rather have a butterfly than a caterpillar anyway, right? But that's the kind of energy that's coming in there. So I like it. I like all this energy that they have coming in here for you. Um, it's a wide variety and there's some passion in there. So we do like that coming in there. Sorry, I put some cards in backwards. Wasn't paying attention. So it feels very positive for me. Oh yeah, don't worry at all, Anita. I just want to let you know when it happens there. It's not supposed to, but so thank you. Oh, thank you for making an additional donation there to make up for that. You're so sweet. I like that, right? I love that for you. So buckle up, Buttercup. As soon as I feel like the dust settles from whatever all this other emotional stuff that's going on in their life, work, family, whatever, that it's like, okay, I have clarity of heart and mind. um, long term, let's see here. Well, you've got the Three of Swords coming in here, which is expectations equal disappointment. But you also have the Magician coming in here, which, is manifestation energy and the temperance on the bottom too, which is patience. It's like it takes a while for things to come in here. I almost feel like this is I I really this combination, I have this feeling underneath that you grow impatient with them, because you're looking for you're looking for, like, this 10 of Pentacles, which is, you know, happily ever after, right? Let me see if I can get it to focus in here. It's beautiful energy of this card, and I just feel like, "Oh my god, how long you're gonna take?" And I feel like eventually your patience bank gets, your patience bank gets overdrawn, and you're like, "That's okay." And I feel like you have this energy of like, I need to go forward. I feel like it doesn't get to that place where, um, fast enough for you, and you're like which you think, "Well, right now, oh, no, I'll wait," and you're like, "Just wait." Because I feel like you're like watching grass grow. It's like, "How long is this gonna take?" But that's what's coming in. So, I feel like it's not long term. I feel like it's, short term. In fact, yeah, the card, let me see, did I put any other cards here? So the 2 cards that I did not correct actually came back out here, and, it's it was the 7 of Cups and the Hanged Man. This transformation with all this emotional confusion takes a little too long. So, absolutely, you're welcome, Anita. Thank you so much. All right. Thanks to you for your sense of humor and your donation. I really appreciate that. You are up next. So, thank you so much for your donation. Our A's feelings for you. Let's take a look here. See what's on with A. Of course, their feelings, vary by their life. Um, you know, if they've got heartburn, they might look at us differently, than when they're feeling healthy, right? So, hello, happy Friday to you. All right. So right now, they're going through this little bit of a pause with themselves. The Temperance card is things slowly, ever so slowly unfolding, going back and forth between the 2 cups. So if I can get it to focus in here, there we go. And then the Hierophant, though, is them being called to this higher place to try to understand what it is they want, and they're kind of like trying to figure out what they want in the world, right? Who am I? What do I want? Where do I want to go? Blah blah blah. All that wonderful energy that's coming in here. We got the King of Pentacles too, so they're really trying to figure out what they want in the outside world. They're really looking for this stability too with this 4 of Pentacles. And it feels like that's what's kind of ingrained within them, that they have to have this solid foundation in the outside world before, relationship, for romance and that type of thing. It just feels like they've been taught maybe by family, you got to have this and this and this and this and this because you got to provide, you got to do this, blah, 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 blah. Don't have a date who doesn't make a good mate. And, there's all this kind of lot of rules that come in here. And I feel like they're so consumed with solid foundation in the outside world. Either they got a lot of beliefs that were in I kind of feel like they had both. A lot of beliefs that were put on them about security in the outside world, but they had a very unsecure childhood where their family struggled, I feel like, with money and with things, and that made it even more, impressed upon them to do this, right? So, we've got here there is attraction here with the Queen of Wands. He's always focused on his pentacles. But yeah, and we have this, journey, this desire to head off on this adventure of the Fool, which is free of a lot of expectations and supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's. And they see that here and they see this ambition with you. I feel like they kind of see you as this Queen of Wands energy where you're focused, you're fiery. Are you a fire sign? I feel like they see you as, there's beauty, there's attraction, both physical and energetic attraction. But they see you, and it almost feels like they want to make their way towards the sun here, with this energy. And they want to head towards there, but they can't see themselves doing it quite yet because of all these restrictions. Like the full card would be leaving old cycles behind and moving forward, in this path of not all these roles that they feel are imposed on them. And I kind of feel like they're going back and forth, feeling like if I take too long, um, that you will you go up somewhere else. That they don't blame me, and I feel like there's this fear of what they want not getting in time, and there's all this fear of not meeting up to all these expectations too. So definitely, like you said, a lot of focus on the pentacles in the outside world. I do love though that this hierophant energy is about their higher self calling them to see things from a different perspective, to where, the full card is the zero card. It's the first card in the major arcana, which is, once they realize of these, energies of, um, all these expectations. The world card before it is ending of old cycles, beginning of new adventures without all those restrictions. And I do feel like they are going to be sorting things out. I do feel like with this that they do move towards you in the future. But because I feel like they're in this big questioning mode about, are these things of the outside world, the pentacles, really necessary? They're not bringing me the fulfillment I thought they would. I feel like there's some short-term bursts of, all right, this feels satisfying. Well, no, it doesn't. It's like American Chinese food here. You'll eat it, and an hour later, you're hungry. And I feel like this is what their Pentacles energy is bringing in for them, is that type of energy. So that is what I feel is coming in here for you. Yeah, and they see you as this Empress. Yeah, they've got this Empress energy of this new birthing that comes in here. So I do feel like there will be that movement towards you based on those cards. King of Wands, yeah. So that's what they've got for you, Gita. So thank you again for your donation and many blessings to you. Hopefully that is helpful. You are very welcome. All right. So we're back up here for the free readings. I'm only going to be on for about 7 more minutes, and I haven't even hardly touched the free readings. So I may here, after I look through here, I feel like I have enough of um, readings that I did not get to that I will probably come back on. After this, I go to my praying mantis um, group chat, and we pull cards, we do all sorts of stuff. And after I'm done with that, then I might pop back on here and finish up the free reading. So for those of you that I don't get to, my deepest apologies. But thank you for all the donations. It is how I am able to do everything that I do and offer free readings. Otherwise, I'd be too exhausted working a full-time job doing something else that I would not have the energy to do hardly anything that I do. So a big shout out to all of you that make donations, and all of my Praying Mantis and Zen Cricket members. Your monthly memberships also help. So thank you. All right, so morning, you are up. So you'd like a general for next week. So let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know about next week? All right. Well, I just put that card back in and it's flying back out here. So next week is a great week here where with the Two of Swords energy, this is about closing your eyes and opening your heart. Getting out of your head allows you to head off in a direction that feels like a new adventure, free of a lot of expectations. It just feels like next week feels kind of burdensome at one point, extra burdensome, right? And it's like the burden is coming from these thoughts and beliefs about I have to, I should, I need to, I must, and ugh, the to-do list fills the pressure. And I feel like there's this freedom that comes in as you transform it into a could-do list. And it feels like it helps you take your power back where you don't feel like you have to do everything, you're choosing to. It's like when you wake up and go, "Oh, I have to go to work." It's like you could go to work, and you're like, "Yeah, if I don't go, I might get written up or fired, or I have an opportunity to find a new job. But you know what? I do want that money, and I don't want to go through all that. So you know what? I'm going to go to work." And it becomes a choice of you going rather than you feel like you have to, like you're imprisoned, like you're, a slave of some kind. You get to move forward and uh, through empowerment. And it feels like an adventure where I'm not caged anywhere. This full card is this freedom of I get to go do whatever I want to do. And I'm choosing each moment I'm going to do this because I want to, not because I have to, because I could say no. And that's that could replaces the should. And I feel like you get this power. So I like that for you for next week. Um, and you don't have to say it out loud because that might get you in trouble, but you can at least say it on the inside. Well, I don't have to do that. I could do that. So that's what they have for you, morning. So many blessings to you. And then Sherry, you're up general for the rest of January. Absolutely. Let's take a look here. So, what does Spirit want you to know for the rest of January? All right. What else? All right. Can't believe we're more than halfway through January. Can you believe it? So, the rest of January, there's this wonderful revelation that comes here. And I feel like it comes around here next week with the Leo full moon energy on the 25th. Because the Nine of Wands represents energy that kind of you might feel like you're walled in or a force field around you that's keeping you from moving forward. But with this full moon energy, there's this great release that happens that opens up this fiery wall that's holding you back. And the moon card allows you to see this, whatever this has to do with Leo energy, which I'll have a pick a card next Wednesday that talks about the releasing energy that you can get through that. So very, very clear message about getting a very, very clear message next Wednesday about what this full moon is going to be able to release, what it's cutting away from you to allow this forward movement. So wherever you feel this block in your life, you're about to be able to do like a releasing ceremony for the full moon and feel this energy switch and transform and change for you too. So I like this for you. Very, very powerful. So get your moon ritual ready, and we'll talk about that next Wednesday in that pick a card too. So I like it for you, Sherry, and that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. All right. So that is going to be my last reading for this session. I'm actually on my way out. You can donate if you want to be first when I return. Otherwise, you can pop your question down below. I'm about to grab all the screenshots of the remaining free readings that did not complete. And like I said, I'll be gone for about an hour-ish with my praying mantis members, and then I'll pop back on and complete the free readings. And what I will do is sorry, I'm just trying to focus two things at the same time. It used to be a skill of mine, but it seems to have changed a little bit. Maybe I'm just not as crazy about it anymore. But when I complete the session, when I come back, I'll put a pinned comment in there and put the order in which these readings are completed here. So I'm just capturing the screenshots here. So I'll come back and make sure I don't miss anyone. Scroll, scroll, scroll. All right. And if you, in the meantime, I do have um, a ton of pick a cards, so you can't talk and do two things at the same time. Maybe I should try chewing gum too and really entertain you guys. All right, so there we go. Got your question in there, Dune. Um, I have a ton of pick a cards on my main page, is what I was trying to say. So I got 2024. A lot of this is pinned, not pinned, but in the description box of the video. I've got like 2024 energy updates. I've got the solstice readings. I've got a bunch of different pick a cards. So if you're wanting to hear messages from spirit right now, you can head over there and follow your heart. And I'm sure there's messages for spirit. All those are timeless. So messages are awaiting. All right. And thank you guys so much again for all the thumbs up that you give the video. It does help spread the Zen love and it helps me grow my channel. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all that. And like I said, I shall return. I'll also be back tomorrow and Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time as well. So I'll be back a few more times this weekend if you'd like to join me. All right, everybody, as you're going through your wonderful journey, remember every second of every day of your life, you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you guys too. So until I see you again, enjoy the rest of your night or your day, wherever you're out in the world, and we'll see you soon. Until then, much love to you guys and hang in there.